Hello and welcome everybody to the Housing Tips. It's the show where we talk about housing news, housing information, and everything in between. Today, I want to talk about an article with my co-host Jesse. How are you today, Jesse?
Doing good, brother. I didn't know you had them basketball skills. I knew you played basketball, but I didn't know you were that skilled, man.
No, it's not. I like to play pickup basketball, but yeah, that was a topic that Jesse and I were talking about on Sunday. We played basketball together, and he got to see my chops. But I'm in no ways good. I just know how to do a few moves here and there.
Yeah, soccer player, but I was able to hang, so I was impressed with my stamina.
Yeah, no, definitely, 100%. But speaking of stamina and speaking of growth and getting better, it's actually the news article we want to talk about today. And Jesse, what is that article that we're going to talk about today?
No, yeah, I mean, we saw that there's going to be recent stronger sales in Orange County, and then what factors may be contributing to that. You know, they saying that there's a projected like 10% sales increase for 2025, and what is that going to mean for buyers, for sellers, for real estate professionals? What are your thoughts? 10% sales increase for 2025? Everyone keeps talking about it just plummeting down.
No, definitely. And I will say one of the biggest things about California, I know that it's expensive. I know the viewers have said California is too expensive. It's impossible to live in. It's impossible to grow in. But if anything, California is resilient, especially with
Yeah.
other parts of the country. The housing prices are going lower. There's more concessions happening, more price drops, more time on market. But in California, I swear especially in a considered a down market right now, where people are giving more concessions, doing a little bit more to get their house sold. Seeing California and seeing this news come out that, hey, in 2025, they're still projecting houses to go up in value in California. It's definitely something to think about when you're looking at two different houses. Maybe instead of moving out of state, maybe, trying your best to find a condo, find something small in the area that keeps you in California, because if anything, California is resilient. And it's just a crazy thing to think that in
Yeah.
2025 they're still projecting a 10% increase. That's crazy, and that's
It's
something.
no, yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like it's like the third slowest year for real estate since the 1980s, and Orange County is seeing like stronger sales this year. And they're indicating that 10% increase. Home prices are just soaring, nearly doubling in the last 10 years. And then how can they like leverage, right? This equity for future investments, and for first time buyers, then the question is rising home prices can be daunting, but thinking about the advice we had shared in the past about how they can use that to enter like the market.
No, and that's something we talk about, which we're going to talk about in a future episode. If you would like to learn more, we're going to do a whole episode on different types of housing loans and different options that buyers have. We're going to go through some scenarios, based on a couple, based on a single person, based on a retiree couple. We're going to do different scenarios on how to choose the best loan. But this is just crazy news to think that they're still projecting a price increase in 2025, especially with interest rates just dropping as well. With the outlook in 2025 and 2026, the Fed Bank said, hey, we're going to be dropping interest rates even more and very drastically over the next couple of years. So I always say it's like catching a train, especially in California. You just want to catch the train and just hold on for dear life and then see what happens, because especially in California, it's one of those states where the prices will slow down, but it's very difficult to ever see the prices just drop like a bucket in Southern California. Is there anything closing you want to talk about with this video, Jesse? It's a very short video, but I definitely wanted to bring up this article because it's fantastic news and also very interesting to see how the California market is right now and in the future.
Yeah, because you mentioned interest rates at like in mid-September, the average 30-year fixed mortgage rate was like 6.09%, like big decrease from like earlier peaks like 7.3, 7.4. So that current drop in mortgage payments like linked to these lower rates, more confidence, right? Home builder confidence is rising. I'm hearing individuals like, hey, like I'm planning now towards end of year. I'm feeling more confident. It sounds like rates are dropping. And so I think buyers may find better opportunities in the coming months with increased listings, but also this could come with higher competition. You know,
Definitely.
like people are now starting to get ready, and we'll just kind of see how it goes.
No, and that's one of the biggest fears that a lot of people have, especially as a consumer. I'm not a real estate agent, but I definitely come from the consumer side. Is I don't want one of those years again where there's 20 people lined around the block. Sellers want that. Sellers
Yeah.
would love that, but I don't want to go to a showing and see cars just piled through and people putting in crazy offers, cash money, because then it leaves out first time home buyers, people that are trying to get into the game as well. So it's very much a balancing act, but we'll see what happens in the future. But as always, Jesse, thank you so much for your time. And if any of this information sounds interesting or you'd like to learn more, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Until then, thank you so much and have a great day.